All right, people. It says I'm live. I want you to invite your follower. Facebook wouldn't let me go live for some reason. It means some oatmeal. John Gray hated by people that don't have money. John Gray hated by people that don't have money. I'm eating my oatmeal. Pastor John Gray hated by people that don't have money. It has nothing to do with him being a preacher. There's a lot of preachers. But when you're a preacher with money, when you're a preacher with money, you're going to be hated. When you're a preacher with money, you're going to be hated, especially a black preacher. Because there are so many black people that are envious, jealous with people with money. And what they want to do, they want to take what you have because of what you got. And that's common knowledge. People with money will always be targeted. People with money, especially if you're black, you got a bullseye and you got a target on your back. If you got money, you got a target on your back. If you popular, you got a target on your back. I'm thinking about going to Greenville, South Carolina, talking to Pastor Gray, because I understand that if you got any kind of money, you got a target on your back. It comes along with the territory. Now, let me see who's on here. By the way, who's on here? Y'all let me know. This is new. I think I'm going to do more YouTube videos. I think I'm going to do more YouTube videos. What's going on, Rejoice? Prophet Nathan Hagen, what's going on? You telling me to shut up? I know you're ignorant. You just a wannabe. You're a wannabe. That's why you're on here. You're on here because you're a wannabe. You're not a prophet. Take prophet off your name. Take prophet off your name, Nathan Hagen. Just go on and take prophet off your name because you're not a prophet. You're a wannabe. That's why he's on here. That's why he's on here. Nobody's paying him any attention. Excuse me. So he want to come on here and tell me what to do because he has nothing going on for him. See, some of these people that go to church, they've never been successful at anything they've done in life. They've never been successful. They don't have nothing going on for them, and they just got to troll. Some of these are YouTube devils. And the word devil means adversary. You're not going to stop them because they are so insecure. They're very insecure. They have nothing going on for them. And they're just looking for an opportunity to talk to somebody. They're so lonely and so insecure. So don't be surprised what you may see on these social media outlets, because what social media does, it gives the insecure and those that are don't have it going on, that it gives them a platform to voice their grievance. They have no money to come on TV. They have no money to come on radio. They have nothing going for them. Nothing. They have nothing going for them. Only thing they got going for them is social media. And if something happened to social media, some of these folks would go crazy. Y'all may not believe this. They would go completely crazy because they don't have nothing going on for themselves. So that's why a grown man will come on another grown man page and tell him to shut up. Now, what sense does that make? Y'all tell me. But that's what you have today. You got grown men acting like girls. Why? Because they feel like they can. They act like little girls, telling other men, shut up. And they supposed to be grown on their page. My attitude is like this, people. My attitude is like this. If you don't want to be bothered with a person, if you don't like a person, just move on. If you don't like a person, if I don't want to be bothered with a person, I don't go on their page. I don't go to their house. I don't call them on the phone. I just let them be. Let them be. Let it be. You know. But when you got people, see, a lot of these people on these social media outlets, to be honest with you, have never heard of John Gray. They didn't hear John Gray until he bought his wife a Lamborghini. Nothing that some people will be able to do is going to make a difference with people who are haters, people who dislike you, people who hate on you, people that can't stand you. There is nothing that you would be able to do to satisfy them because they're insecure themselves. When you find insecurity, when you find people that's trying so hard to be something that they're not, they've got to come against you because that's the only consolation that they have in their intellect, because they really don't have an intellect. They really don't have a brain. They really don't have nothing going for them. Some people don't have nothing going for them. And if you look at their track record, you be like, okay, what's the problem here? The problem is with them and not you. The problem is not with you. It's with them. Because you don't even know them. And they don't even know you. There are some people I look at, I'll be like, do I know you? Do you know me? No. Do I know you? No. Where do you come from? Who are you? It's just like somebody walk up to you and say, how you doing? And shake your hand and they're cordial. And you're cordial back. And you keep it moving. But when you're popular and you got a little money, or they see you on TV or hear you on radio or see you this, they're sitting in the seat of the scornful. So therefore, they got to create narrative. They got to create stories. They got to create something within their place to try to crucify you, to try to make you look bad, to try to. That's the slave mentality. That's what happens That's what happened during slavery. And some of these grown men act like women. And what John Gray is facing, I believe in his heart of heart, he was sincere what he posted on Facebook. Him buying, he's 40-something, 45 years old. He's got money now. He's from Avondale in Cincinnati, Ohio, which I'm very familiar with. I talked to John Gray maybe once or twice, maybe once, when he was the youth pastor at Bishop Eddie Long's church. Now, all of a sudden, he doesn't have to struggle the way he used to struggle. He doesn't have to struggle the way he struggled as a kid financially because opportunity has come his way. Now, just because I don't believe in everybody's doctrinal belief and everybody's theological belief, don't mean that I have a problem when opportunity comes a person's way. It's just like an athlete that he grew up in a one, two bedroom apartment with his mom and his other siblings. But what got him out of the ghetto and what got him out where he's at is sports. So what did he do? What did the athlete do? He go buy his mom a house. He go buy his mom a car. He helps his siblings. He helps his family. But there's always someone on the outside looking in that are jealous and bitter. Why? Because of this athlete that was able to work himself out of where he used to be. Now everybody want to label him as what? Snob, as proud, arrogant. Oh, everybody want. Let me say this to you. You just fixated on Brian Corn. Brian Corn is not the center of the conversation right here. Take profit off your name and go somewhere. You don't have nothing going for your brother. And that's the problem. You talking about Brian Corn screwing women. How you know Brian Corn screwed women? You in the room with him? Is that what you fixated? You a man fixated with another man? I'm not fixated. I'm not fixated with Brian Corn. You know what I'm concerned about? Is black men like you that's hating on other black men. If since you mentioned Prophet Corn's name, what's the big deal? Do you know him? No. Have you ever had a conversation with him? No. You'll want to be. And that's the point I'm making, people. If I've got to spend the rest of my life talking about another man screwing women, talking about a man that bought his wife a 200 Lambo for her birthday, not my birthday, not some other woman's birthday, but for his wife's birthday, then I'm a poor excuse of a black man. And you see, these people don't get it. They really don't get it. You can talk about people all day long. And you see how ignorant he is? I want y'all to see it for yourself. So he want to ask me, well, you can't answer a simple question. You know what? I don't have to answer a question. There's nothing I can answer. But people, this is the ignorance that you see. This is a insecure. Nathan is a very insecure man. He's a very insecure man. That's why he wears the title of prophet, for attention. When you read these people, when you look at these people bio, notice they got to wear these titles for attention. That's all they doing is wearing titles for attention. You know, he has nothing going on for himself. I see tell the truth. Somebody say tell the truth. These folks have nothing going on for themselves. They so busy worried about Brian Corns. They worried about John Gray. They worried about Jamal Bryant, Pastor Newbirth. Last time I looked, Newbirth voted Jamal Bryant as the pastor. They voted him as their pastor. The majority of the board of the church or whatever voted him as the pastor. What's the problem? That ain't my problem. And I don't think people get it. I don't have a lot of people on here, but I don't think people get it. I have a talk show that come on in Detroit, WCHB, 1340 out of Detroit every Tuesday at 7 o'clock. I have 3 television programs going on every week, 3 of them. I have so much going on, I don't have time to worry myself about who's zooming who. I don't. But you see, people that's fixated. And you know what? If Brian wasn't on TV, idiots like that would never have nothing to say. They wouldn't say nothing about him. They don't have nothing to say. You know what? They run around. They run around. Now he gonna say, "I wish death on him." Really, boy, man, you must be a boy. You must be a kid. I don't wish death on nobody. Cause guess why? After death comes the judgment. Do I want anybody to die and go to hell? Absolutely not. And if you die while you speaking your lying tongue, according to the Bible, you're going to the lake of fire. So you make the choice. There's no Christian, born again believer, wants somebody to die and go to the lake of fire. Now, why would I wish death on anybody that I believe is walking in false accusing and walking in sin? Why? Absolutely. Walk in truth ministry. This is the mentality of black people. This is the mentality of black people. You walk in truth ministries, share this with some of your friends. Tell them I'm on YouTube now. I may come on YouTube for now for a minute. They would give that you right. But you see, listen, John Gray said on his video, he knows there's pimps in the pulpit. I know there's pimps. I know there's false prophets. I know that you told me on your Facebook Live a few months ago that my days are numbered. Yes, your days are numbered. I'll say that your days are numbered. I don't bite that. What does that mean? Your days are numbered. You cannot run around here coming against the word of God that's spoken by me or anybody and think God is not going to execute judgment on you. Now, the best thing for you to do is go on your Facebook page. Absolutely, the rapture is going to take place at death. But while you on here talking, I'm going to ignore you because you don't. I think you got a mental problem, brother. I really think you need to take your medicine or go see somebody. Some people really on these social media outlets need to go see somebody, need to go get mental help. I'm not interested in you, Nathan Hagen or whatever your name. I don't know you and you don't know me. So do yourself a favor. Be a man. Move on. It's very simple. And that's the thing that people don't realize. It's easy to just move on, not be bothered with people, and not bother people. If you all that such of a prophet, go prophesy somewhere. Why don't you just go find a group of people and prophesy to them? Of course, I'll block you continually. I'll block you now if I knew how to block you. Because I'm not interested in guys like you. Let me see how. I'm not interested in guys like you. You're not on my level. You're just wearing a title looking for attention. That's why you pop on here. Because you probably couldn't pop on my Facebook page no more. So you're looking for attention. And that's what happens, people. People that don't have nothing going on. But I want some of y'all to tune in today. I will be talking probably about this at 7 o'clock on my radio talk show out of Detroit, Michigan. It reaches all over the country. It's called Judge for Yourself. Judge for Yourself. And it's on WCHB1340.com. Hope I said that right. WCHB1340.com. Y'all can watch me. Uh, I may could do a YouTube while I don't know if I can't do a YouTube video while I'm on there, but y'all can watch me and y'all can be able to see what I do. And we'll do it today. So y'all invite your followers, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Judge for yourself. And WCHB 1340, 1340.com. And it's going to be a good day. But yeah, of my blessing while I'm hating on. You're right, walking truth. And you see, walking truth, that's why some people won't have anything. When you folks so focus on what other people are doing and other people are saying, and I don't believe in sin. I preach against sin. I preach against iniquity. I preach against manipulation. I preach against false prophets. I preach against lying preachers and bishops, the whole gamut. I am a strong advocate of holiness. But one thing I don't do, I don't venture in people's personal lives when it comes to what they got, what they buy, where they live, what they drive. That's none of my business. My attitude is like this: if you're making $2 and $3 million, and the people are sowing it to you, whether it's the people's money. I common sense says this, and I thank you for saying that. Common sense says that if people, and I won't say even John Gray or me or whoever, Jamal Prophet or whoever, if people don't have a problem giving people a certain amount of money, who am I to be focused on what other people have? Who am I? Who am I to worry about what other people got? Yeah, y'all think about that. When a person is so busy trying to manifest their jealousy and bitterness. Now notice what my topic is. What this man is doing on here, he's just showing his bitterness and envy and strife. And that's against the Bible. He's not a prophet. If he's a prophet, he's a false prophet. He's displaying for all to see, but he don't care nothing about being a false prophet. He don't care nothing about being a liar and a deceiver. And this is what happens to people that ain't about nothing. When you find people that don't have nothing going on and ain't about nothing, this is what they gonna manifest. And there's a whole lot of black people in the black community, especially black men, that are showing you their insecurity. And they got to create narrative. They got to lie. If you notice, they're going to lie. They're going to be deceitful. They're going to create storylines to bring attention to what they're doing. They got to do that because it's within them. I also had podcasts, Walking Truth Radio with Dr. James Sutton, brother. Keep on. Absolutely. I'm going to keep it on because, walking the spirit, walking, I didn't get your handle there. You see, we got to stand for truth. We don't just sit back and just let be what be. We stand for truth. We stand for righteousness. But also in standing for righteousness, we point out that there are some people that they are just seeking for attention. They don't have, nobody's getting saved, nobody's getting born again, nobody's getting set free, nobody's paying these folks attention. They have nothing going for them. They're not about nothing. And those that are about something and those that's got something going on, they hate on them. They can't stand them. They sit in the seat of the scornful. That's what the Bible says in Psalms 1. You got a lot of African Americans that sit in the seat of the scornful and they walk in the way of the sinner. And that's what they do. They sit and they wait to target. If you watch it on YouTube and Facebook, some of these folks sit back and wait on an opportunity to target somebody that's popular or with money in Christianity. God has never ordained and called them to do what they're doing. They say, well, they manipulating the folks. Well, guess what? Some of these folks on YouTube and Facebook manipulating folks because they're trying to get paid. Do you not know some of these people are click baiting? They'll create a story because they know people are going to come to their page, and that's how they make money by YouTube. They make money from YouTube. They make money from Facebook. And that's within their rights. If they want to lower themselves to that standard as African Americans, I think it's a tragedy when African Americans damn other African American Christians because of their behavior, and they're doing the same thing because they're clickbaiting. These folks ain't sincere about people being saved. They're not sincere about Jamal. If Jamal's such a demon, such a devil, what are they doing trying to get him in the kingdom? Nothing. If Brian Corn is such a devil, what are people doing trying to get him in the kingdom? They're not. because that's not they're of the devil. They are not of God. They are not of God. They just as guilty as the people they're accusing because they're looking for ways to make themselves money, and they'll use the name of Brian Carnes. Never met him, don't know him, never been to his service, never had a conversation with him. They don't know what he's doing right now, but it's something that has been put out there, whether he's guilty or not. These folks cannot tell you whether or not he's guilty. I'm not saying he's not. I'm not saying he is. But they couldn't tell you that. And that's a poor excuse for an African American that don't even know a person. How do these people have so much time to sit up and talk about people they don't even know? Now, y'all figure that out. How do people got that much energy, that much time, that much, and you know, they go from person to person. If you watch them, they go from one person to another person to another person. It always depends on how popular you are. If you have no popularity, they're not going to bother with you because that doesn't bring an audience. But when you're popular, if it's something in the news, if it's something new that's out there, you're going to jump on that bandwagon. It's the ignorance in the black community. They have no loyalty to their own community. But they would say, okay, I'm just sick of these preachers. I'm sick of these preachers taking advantage of people. I'm sick of these people. But what are they doing? They should be winning the lost. They should be getting people saved. They should be doing this. They should be doing that. They should be working in the community. But let me show you the hypocrisy. And some of y'all that's watching me, the hypocrisy is this. They're not doing nothing that they're saying that other people should do. You know, going out here in the highways and the hedges and comparing the lost to come, looking out for the widows, looking out for those that are less fortunate, feeding the hungry and clothing the naked. That ain't only the job for the preacher, by the way. That's your job as well. Think about it, people. And this is what we're dealing with today. We're dealing with people that will shift the blame on the preacher, and they don't even look at their responsibility. I want y'all to think about that. That's the whole snake conniving. You shift, distract from yourself, and put it on somebody else. And you never once, nobody ever knows that you're talking about yourself. You're talking about what you should do. People can talk all day long, oh, Robbie Warren is a crook. Robbie Warren supported this. I feed the hungry and clothe the naked, by the way. I believe in that. I believe that is the job that God left all of us to do. And if I wasn't a preacher, I believe that's the responsibility of the church. And the church is made up of more than just me. The church is made up of other born-again believers. And that's where the problem comes in, is that, let me get him off of here. We put him out. He ain't on here no more. Yes, you gone, brother. And that's what I'm saying. See, let me say this to you. I'm not responsible for what John Gray does or what he don't do. Because guess what? I don't know what this man is doing. I don't have no clue what people are doing. I don't focus my attention 24/7 on what other men and women are doing. I'm not a sissy. I'm not some gay guy that's running behind other men and tell me, oh yeah, you see, you done had sex with another woman. Oh yes, he's screwing women. Really? Who does that? But some insecure jerk. Who does that? I don't live my life like that. I really don't. I don't live my life where I'm so fixated with other men and other women to the magnitude that I can't take care of my own business. I believe in handling my own business. Period. Now, does everybody do that? No. People looking for make money and they don't have nothing better to do but to come on YouTube and come on Facebook and ridicule a John Gray or ridicule a Jamal Bryant. I think it's I think it's a poor excuse of an Adam. I think that you show people that you really don't have that much going on for yourself. I think smart, intelligent people, not everybody, because we got a lot of ignorance in our community, but I believe that smart, intelligent people can see right through what people are doing. I believe that smart, intelligent people can see right through what people are doing. I believe that wholeheartedly. You're right, walking in truth ministry. I think that intelligent people can stop long enough and say, okay, this is a hater. You want to look and see what a hater look like? You want to see and hear what a hater look like? There you go. That's a hater. That's trolling, looking for somebody, looking for an opportunity that he or she can say something negative about another African American. And we do that as African American. It ain't a watchdog group because we're looking to make some money. We're trying to make money. People on YouTube and Facebook, some of these folks that keep stuff going, they just trying to make $1. They ain't serious about the kingdom of God. They're not. And until people wise up and stop long enough and say, wait a minute, I'm listening to these idiots, and these idiots playing me for a fool because they're not sincere. Listen to me, people. If you really want to see sincere people, you won't hear them talking about what other people should be doing. You hear them doing what they should be doing as an example. It's a poor example. If somebody's got to ridicule me and I'm living holy, living a godly life, but I buy my wife a car because I can't afford it. See, that's the thing. And then because I tell you I paid for it with my own money, then you want to try to manipulate what I'm saying and try to prove to people. Now I'm going to show you how ignorant some of these folks are. They're trying to prove to people that how this person didn't pay for his car with his own money. Then they want to come back and say, well, it's the church's money because you get a salary. Really? It's my money. When I go preach somewhere, let me say this to y'all. When I go preach somewhere, and they give me an honorarium, they write me a check. Guess what name that check is in? I want y'all to think about it a second. When you get paid on your job and people give you money on your job, whose name is the money in? Yours. So at that particular point, when somebody writes you a check and give you money, guess whose money is? It is yours. Yours. You ain't taking church money and buying nothing. You're taking your money and buying something with it. Guess where the money comes from? Guess how the money comes in the church? And I'm going to show you how ignorant these dummies are. The people give the money to the church. Guess where the people get the money? From working a job. It's not the church's money that the church has. It's the people's money that come into the church. And you got these idiots on YouTube and Facebook. They too dumb to even realize that. That's how ignorant our community. I heard a guy say the other day, well, you see, we got him here because it's still the church's money. No, dummy. It is no longer the church's money. I don't take money from the church. No, I didn't buy the car from the church. That's what John Gray said. And some idiot had the stupidity and audacity. And that shows you how ignorant some of these folks are. Well, you see, we got him right there because he is taking church's money. No, he gets paid a salary. The people give their tithes and offering to the church. My tithes go to the church. Where do I get my tithes from? From working. It's almost like saying, I don't take money from, you see, they don't take no money from the bank. They don't take no money. Guess what? People put the money in the bank. When they put money in the bank, people, the bank is holding the money, but it's the people's money that's in the bank. It's the people's money that's in the church that becomes managed by the church. The church pay bills from the money that come into the church, but it's not necessarily the church's money. The church just don't create money out of the sky. They don't do it. No church, for the most part, starts with a whole lot of money. If they start with a whole lot of money, you know where they get the money from? From people. How dumb can people be? Oh, they're taking advantage of the church. They taking advantage. No, 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 no. If somebody's taking advantage of somebody, they taking advantage of people. The secular world take advantage of people. But you see, these idiots want to tell people how to spend their money, and they don't have no money. Situating the pastor is the Lord is giving. Let me tell you some walking truth, and you absolutely. Now there are crooks and there are pimps, but in most in on the average, and you said it. Normally, preachers are the biggest giver. Let me say this to you, and you're absolutely right. I'm the biggest giver when it comes to Robbie Warren Ministries. I'm the biggest giver. I invest the most money in my TV and radio ministry. I give above and beyond in what I'm doing. If I don't pay the bills, I'm not going to be on TV. I'm not going to be on radio. It ain't people. Now, when people say, oh, they just manipulate, and I know there's crooks out here, I would be a fool to sit up here and say they're not crooks and pimps. But everybody's not a crook and a pimp. And I refuse to spend all my time focusing on crooks and pimps and the people that run their mouth the most. Guess what, people? They have no TV show. They ain't doing nothing in ministry. You know the people who's doing the most talking? They ain't doing. If you follow them, if you follow some of these folks, like the guy I kicked off of here a while ago, if you follow these guys and women, they're not doing nothing for the kingdom of God. They're conspiring, and they're conspiring how they can make money on YouTube. What storyline? Wolves travel in packs. And that's real talk. They just trying to see how they can make some money, people. That's all. That's the whole narrative is create a story, find somebody popular they can use, and sit up. They ain't a bit more concerned about these people than the man in the moon. And they want to appeal to their audience, how no good they are, how evil they are, how wicked they are. You know why? Because they're wicked. It's wicked people that's trying to find a loophole to make some money. And I don't have a lot of people on here, but I'm telling the few that's on here, the 3 people that's on here, or 4 or 5, that's the whole thing. So they playing people for fools. It's like good cop, bad cop. So they playing the role as the good cop. And they want y'all to believe that, oh man, we gonna get to, and they sitting up laughing and trying to get a check. And I'm telling you what I know. Because if they wasn't, they would be out in the field. They would be out there preaching the gospel. They would be out there trying to pointing souls to Calvary. They would be out there trying to get people saved. They're not. They're not. They're of the devil. They're scoffers. That's what a scoffer is. Y'all are seeing what the Bible talks about scoffers. What are y'all seeing? What y'all seeing is nothing more than scoffers. And they're going to talk. They're going to attack. They're going to have their followers. Their followers are going to follow them because there's a whole lot of other bitter folks just like them, and they're giving them a voice. and they're giving them a platform. You see, it's all a scheme. But people, I'm not going to be on here too much longer. I hope the few that's on here that's following me, invite your followers, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I think I have two, but whatever this YouTube channel is, hit the subscribe button. Invite your folks in St. Louis. See you walking in the ministry. I want you to subscribe. Tell people in St. Louis about the ministry. That's a good thing. I know a lot of people in St. Louis. Tell them about the ministry. Absolutely. Walk in the truth ministry. Tell people about the ministry. Rejoice. Hey, invite folks out. Y'all tell people I'm on here. Y'all tell people I'm on here. Uh, Facebook, I think, they booted me off. I think I couldn't do a Facebook Live. So y'all tell people about the ministry, and we'll go from there. We'll see which direction we're going. I may create another Facebook page. You never know. And hey, keep the faith. We got this. God's got this. Believe me, He's got this. And He's got people that ain't going to bow to Baal, no matter how many people they got. You know, I can have three on YouTube. It don't bother me to have one on YouTube. That's one more than some people have. And for people that's got thousands and thousands of people following them, it doesn't matter. Jesus had 12. One of them killed himself. He was left with 11. Majority of Jesus' ministry, he had a lot of people following him for the fish and the loaves. And when people get caught up in the numbers, oh no, they can't get folks to follow. That's why they do YouTube. That's why they do Facebook. Because some people know these folks are sinners. Let me tell you this. If you go to some of these towns and ask people about people that's always running their mouth, like Prophet Nathan Hagin, we kicked him off. He's gone. You ask people about them, these folks don't have nothing. They're not about nothing. This is what I try to tell people all the time. Social media has given people a platform to become famous. That's all they got going for them. And after a while, you give it maybe, some people may last a year or 2 years. Because after a while, people are going to see through them. Sometimes people got to realize that some of this garbage and foolishness that people are putting out here, it ain't going to last. It is not going to last. Trust me. Because as people mature, as they grow, as they get more knowledgeable, they're going to see beyond the fog. See, people can attack me all day long. Attack, criticize, put me on Front Street, say this, say that. Say they did Jesus like that. But it did not stop him from being the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. They did Paul like that. They did Peter like that. That's why Paul said, if you suffer with me, you're going to reign with Christ. If you suffer with me, you're going to reign. That's what he said, for the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared to the glory which shall be revealed in you. See, people can turn people against you, but they can't turn God against you. And that's real talk. Always remember that. They can turn people against you. They can have people on their side criticizing, slamming you, and you can feel embarrassed. Oh, yeah, people can embarrass you. I can be embarrassed. But I'm really not that type of guy that's really been embarrassed because I have never lived an embarrassing life. So whatever people say about me, for the most part, is a lie. But all they're doing is appealing to other people. And they feel like if I can get a whole lot of people believe the negative towards this person, that person, the other, and they have the ability to do that with lies. There are people that did that with Jesus, trying to turn people. Jesus really wasn't bothering the Pharisees and the Sadducees. He really wasn't bothering people, but he was bothering them with his message of righteousness, with his message of holiness. So therefore, people have to turn on you. They have no other choice. They have no other choice but to turn on you. I hope y'all hear me loud and clear. They have no other choice but to turn on you. And that's real talk. Absolutely. They can't get nobody following them in their own towns. You're right. They have no other choice. They got to use you. Listen to me. People have got to use John Gray, Jamal Bryant, Brian Corn, who else? Juanita Bynum. Who else out there? I'm trying to think who else. Or whoever else they can find as bait to get attention. They got to do it. They have nothing else to go. They have nothing else going on for them. It's called click baiting. Now, on Facebook and YouTube, the way you make money is how many clicks, how many viewers come on, how many people subscribe to your channel. You get 4 or 5,000 to subscribe, then they run commercials on your YouTube videos. You get it called monetize. I guess you register for that, and you make money for clicks. You get paid for clicks. So what some of these evil and wicked people do, they have come up with a scheme and say, oh, Jamal's very popular. So let me just use Jamal in my titles. Let me use Prophet Karn in my titles. Let me use John Gray in my titles. Because if I put their name, my name don't mean nothing. But if I put their name in the titles, nosy black people are going to come. And they're going to click. They're going to click. They're going to click and see what I'm talking about. Y'all think about it, people. Y'all thinking about it. Think about what I'm saying. So they playing people for fools. I want everybody to share this too. Y'all know y'all can share this. Y'all click the like. Some of y'all can click like. Keep on clicking the like. Share it with your friends. Share it with your friend Rejoice. Share it on Facebook. And I'm telling you, people, see, they're saying that, oh, these old pimp preachers, these old pimp preachers are taking advantage of you. That's what they're telling the people. But guess what? The truth is, they are taking advantage of people. Because they don't have a church. They never have a church. Some of these people don't even go to church. They don't believe in the institution of the church. And they full of the devil. You want to see reprobates? Look at some of these folks. Well, we've been on here for 48 minutes. I guess some of them going, some of them probably watch it, talking about he was on for an hour and he only had, that don't mean nothing to me. I'll preach in front of a camera. Let me say this to you. What's funny to me is when I go do sometime my programs in the studio, I'm sitting up in front of a camera for an hour. Me and the cameraman. I have no clue how many people are going to watch my telecast. That's the thing about TV. That's the things about TV. Long Ranger title holding pastors are the most dangerous creatures on earth. Absolutely. That's all they want. Let me see. They cannot get someone to follow them. They can't. They can't, my brother. You're right. My brothers and sisters. They can't. They will never have nobody follow them. I'm telling you, that's why eventually I gave the young man a chance. Nathan, what's his name, Hogan. I gave him a chance because he don't have nothing to go on. He's a lost soul that's looking for attention. And after a while, I let people stay on here, but after a while, I'll be like, okay, let's go on and delete him. Let's go on. Some people can't be salvaged. Some people cannot be helped. They're not going to be helped. They can't be salvaged. And it comes a point that you realize that, okay, let me help this brother so he won't torment himself. This is only probably the first or second time recently that I've been on YouTube. And look how quick he found where I am. So you know what he's doing? He's trending. He's trolling. You know, he's trolling for attention. People, they trolling for attention. They looking for somebody to talk to or talk about. Poor excuse for a black man. I guess he's a black man. Poor excuse for a brother. Poor excuse. He got issues with me. Why come on here? Simple as that. Oh, you a coward. Why? Because I blocked him and deleted him? Well, we didn't just put him in timeout because he's ignorant. I don't deal with a whole bunch of ignorance. I really don't. I got too much on my plate. I need to write another book. I want to do another CD. Uh, I want to do an excuse me. I want to do another book. I want to do another CD. What else am I trying to do? I want to do multiple books, to be honest with you. But I got to get somewhere, sit down, and focus on writing. And if I focus on that, I'll get it done. I got everything in place to get it done. But I got to sit down and start somewhere. You know, there's a lot of other things. I can see the need for us to help our young people in our community to try to help somebody make this journey. I want to really do that. So there's a lot of things that I got on my plate, and it's gonna happen, people. It's gonna come to pass. Just give me some time. There's some things gonna happen, but in the meantime, I thank God for you all. Y'all follow me on YouTube. I need some of y'all to invite people to come to YouTube, and some of y'all see how it is over here. And I'm learning the tricks to the trade on YouTube. I did Periscope, went from Periscope to Facebook, from Facebook to YouTube. So we're going to see how this YouTube thing works. There's a whole lot of folks on YouTube, and we're going to go from there. Love you with the love of Jesus. Let me see, can I get it off of here? Because I got some things to do. Spread the word. Doc Warren is on YouTube Live. Peace. Let me see. Okay. It says mute mic. I ain't gonna mute the mic. Let me see here. I think it still got me going. Let me. That's what we're gonna